The precursor empire known as the Voltam is slowly giving up its secrets in much the same way that our borders are slowly crawling toward their greatest extent. Hey there, Legion, it's Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Stellaris Federations in our Final Federation 2 series. We're going to jump straight back into Speed 3. That was the Seozuno system, which we have just given the order to build a starbase in. And we also have a science ship on the way to check out that archaeological site. I continue to hope that one of the archaeological sites we investigate will yield some additional influence of some kind so that we can expand a little bit faster. Because right now, our influence gain is not that great. Atmospheric readings from Pollux 8, or 8? No, that's 5, Hadrian. Do not match simulated projections. That's routine. That's going to take 84 days. Go ahead and knock that out, please. One thing we've been focused on over the last episode or so, we just haven't quite had the alloys to do it, is that we do want to expand. We have a colony ship building on Hades. We do want to expand our fleet. We have constructed a few episodes back, as a matter of fact, we set up a blueprint for a second fleet, but we haven't yet built it because we have also been focusing on using those alloys to build colony ships. We can get some colonies started out in this direction. Swirling shadows. Immense ragged plains of shadow drift across Pollux 5's face. They are cast not by clouds, but by sheets of organic material drifting through the upper layers of the atmosphere. This is an old event. It's been in Stellaris forever. Hinged, or rather jointed, to allow for a small degree of articulation. Science Officer Fernando Martinez is as yet unwilling to say whether these things are flora or fauna, or what possible purpose, if any, their elaborate shadow casting might serve. Adds the shadow play modifier to Pollux 5. Okay. So let me give the order to build a mining station and then research stations there. Now we can definitely give the order for this science ship to investigate that site. And that's a fairly high-level scientist as well, so that will be ideal. And we are starting to see our alloys pile up. I haven't done a lot in terms of building things that, well, this might be my opportunity. We have a couple of alloy foundries. I haven't done a lot in terms of building things that allow me to expand my alloy production, and I have a large mineral surplus, so I can definitely do that. But for now, it looks like we are about to run into some issues with housing on Earth. So the first thing that I'm going to do is build a luxury residence, which will help with both housing and amenities. It will not create an additional job. So this unemployment on Earth is going to remain. Now, what I could do is I can move this colonist to another planet before long, and I'll probably do that.
System survey concluded.
And that would give me the ability to build a district to support their work before long. All right, let's see where else I need to build. Yeah, there's a number of systems in this area that... Did I just... Oh, holy crap. We just got a nice influence jump. Founder species on slave market. Okay, I've got to... How are there human slaves? Okay, someone else must have gotten attacked and humans in another empire got enslaved. Galactic market established. The center of galactic commerce has manifested in the Eldorok system. Dang it. All right, we didn't get it. Within the borders of the Penthalon polity. The Penthalon administration has officially legitimized this marketplace where resources can be bought and sold through unaffiliated third parties. So, unfortunately, every time that I've done this since Federation launched, I've managed to get, or Federations launched, I've managed to get the Galactic Market Hub, but it looks like it's in the Eldorok system, which belongs to the Penthalon polity. Now, we currently have a cordial relationship with them. They're a military junta that shares 2 of our particular ethics. So, not the worst thing in the world, but it's a shame that we didn't get it. However, we did get a 100 influence bonus from founding that. So let's go ahead and head to the slave market, because I want to see if I can free those humans. And what we can do is put them on... checking populations. I'm just going to put them on Atlantis. So there's an additional pop there on Atlantis. Double checking to make sure that my growth bonuses are still in place. They are. Looks like campaigning to elect a new chancellor is underway. That's good news. Although that probably means we will once again have one of our scientists taken from us. Who's our current leader? Who are we going to get back? Nikolai Ivanikov? Okay, Nikolai He's a nice guy, but I don't know. If Christian becomes the new chancellor, it looks like he's in the lead. And I don't want to use any of my influence on the election right now. I want to use it on colonizing now that I got a nice jump. Okay, I'm just going to not complain about that. As tempted as I am. It's frustrating, but I'm going to leave it alone. Let's see, we have some trade value up there to be collected. So if I incorporate these systems and then get a station built, or maybe just use the station around this colony, which there isn't a station yet, but I could build one, that would be able to collect a lot of the outlying trade value here. All right, so you're building a mining station. We do have an Arctic world here that needs to be added, so we'll go ahead and queue that up. And then it seems like the MOA system is some low-hanging fruit in terms of its mineral bonus. That's fantastic. So let's go ahead and grab that. Wow, lots of humans on the slave market. This is an opportunity to bring in additional pops relatively quickly. As you can see. See this, they cost money. We have to buy them. We have to buy them up, but this is kind of grabbing our population back. And you have to really jump on those notifications, by the way. If you're new to the game, you have to leap on those when you see them. All right, I'm going to go ahead and build some alloy foundries on Atlantis because we need more alloy production. We're a little bit slow on that, and I don't like to be this slow. I do need to improve my consumer goods situation as well, but for now we're just going to have to deal with the shortage. I'm also going to build a city district. The alloy foundries will accommodate both of those jobs, though, I think, so maybe I don't need to do that just yet. I'll hold off.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
Nice. Admin cap is improved. So let's see if there's anything we can do to immediately improve our situation in some of these. What I would love is something that can improve my consumer goods situation, but it doesn't look like I'm quite there. We'll need that before long. Fleet command limit plus 20. Probably a good idea. Naval capacity, also probably a good idea if we're going to build things up. Let's go for fleet command limit first. And once we have more alloy production going, we should be able to get that second fleet built relatively quickly.
Construction completed.
I'm a little bit behind on that, and it's starting to... Okay, nice. All right, so once again, we did not fulfill campaign promises. I'm guessing they were related to consumer goods. Should have checked, but there's nothing we really could have done there, apart from set up a ridiculous trade deal to boost that. Let's see, consumer goods production. Once again, we have a consumer goods mandate. Lots of those have popped up. So our leader is now Olga Zhivankova. Previously scientist on Earth. Okay, so that means... Oh, okay. I'm not sure what's going on there, but that was... That actually didn't pull any of my scientists away, so I'm glad that I suppose I jinxed that a little bit. Let's go ahead and get a gun and missile battery built here. Yes, I know that will once again set me back on my alloys, but I want to make sure that there's some defenses set up there. What do we have here? Yon Star regime has declared war on the Templar polity. New Roanoke has been started. Avalon is ready. Oh yeah, this is perfect. I'm going to get some civilian industries going here. Alaska is ready for another job as well, so lots of stuff starting to pop up. Housing, we're going to need some more love there soon, so let's go ahead and get that in place. Now that we have more colonies starting, we're going to have more active decision-making to do in terms of this entire new sector and just this space, which I'm excited about. Okay, migration treaty proposal. Let me check back up here and see how these guys are looking. Yeah, their acceptance of this is still low. Wow. Why is their acceptance of this so much lower than it used to be? War philosophy forbids. Yeah, that's been the case. So they're protective of us right now. They believe that we're weak and need to be protected. That might be why the opinion has changed, but we're about to build a bunch of ships. And that should change their estimation of our strength. This tends to be my playstyle, for better or worse. I will push first for expansion, build ships later, because I want to be the first to get to worlds like this. It's like you can have all the ships in the world, but if you don't have the territory to support... Okay. Pause. Chancellor just died, so we missed that as well. Not that we could have known, but I shouldn't have said anything, because now we probably will have one of our chancellors, or one of our scientists pulled off to become chancellor.
Construction completed.
So these batteries are almost done. I haven't built many defense platforms yet, but we will get there before long. Go ahead and queue up a communications jammer. Scientist Fiona Brooks has leveled up. Good. I think she's on Auto Explore, so...
Situation log has been updated.
Nikolai Ivanikov, yep, has been elected as Chancellor of the Unified Solar Republic. Consult the situation log for details on their mandate. Yep. All right, so at least he was a researcher. What are you doing right now? You're just automatically exploring? Okay, well, you are going to become my brand new researcher in that category, because that's going to give 2 boosts. We have a generalized 10% speed boost, but also because this current project is a Voidcraft project, and this is an engineering specialty that could potentially help with other projects, that's going to finish faster because we brought her in to take care of that. Now, I do need to hire a new scientist for this science ship, and that's not an issue. Let's go with one that's relatively long-lived, and there we go. Automatic exploration is already in place. Earth looks like it has another pop that needs a job. I can't do anything with that until we reach 60. I can move them, though, which I will probably do. Hang on, is there a world that is very close to its next building slot? That's an interesting question. Probably not one that I can move a human to, though. Ooh, Nova Alexandria has poor quality minerals. Didn't notice that. So fewer mining districts buildable there. Almost to the point where we can build our next system. All right. Okay, archaeological site event pending. We're finally researching in Alpha Centauri. The Sentinels. Something has gotten into the archaeologists. The excavation thus far has been impeded by freak accidents, injury, and misfortune, and now even senior researchers with decades of field experience are blaming the Sentinels. Overcome with superstition and paranoia, they claim the statues move about when no one is watching, yet there is nothing to suggest their jointless limbs are even capable of motion. Matters spun further out of control when traces of biomatter, indicative of heavy bleeding, was found lodged within a series of tiny cuts on the terminal portions of a sentinel. Whether the sentinels are just a convenient scapegoat or there's a more sinister explanation remains to be seen. So they move when no one can see them, huh? Is that so? Don't blink, folks. Don't blink. Ruler elected. A new ruler has been elected. Yeah,
Construction
knew about
completed.
that. Already knew about that. Let's take a look at what Nikolai's doing for us. So he is making everyone a little happier, and he is reducing building cost, district cost, and planet build speed. And his mandate, once again, is consumer goods production. So we can fix that shortage, hopefully, and things will be a little bit better before long. I do need to colonize this world, too. I've been sitting on it for a while. What's the name of the... Yeah, Avalon is the name of the other colony, so... see if I find one that I like. I kind of like Concord. I think I'm going to go with Concord. I could always make up my own as well, but we'll go with Concord for the Rock colony in the Alpha Centauri. So this is a pretty momentous occasion here because we're giving the Rock a colony in one of our core sectors, which is pretty cool. Do they have Federation status with someone? What's going on here? Oh, we no longer have excellent relations with them. That stinks. Well, I need to be able to rival these guys. And then I'll put my envoy back in place with the Rock and hopefully fix that situation. I need to fix my consumer goods shortage because right now it's about to be fixed, but we need to make sure that we don't hit a critical shortage. Any humans? Lots of robots. Okay. Let's just buy 500 outright. I'm going to sell some food, some minerals. There we go. That'll give us solid liquidity, which will help with... Let's see. Let's see how much that changed our influence game. Yeah, we're now back up to +4. Okay, here we go. The Sentinels. Science Officer Robert Stiles really has gone missing. He was last seen leaving the camp at sunset to find a tranquil spot to consider the Sentinels. In the days leading up to his disappearance, he raised concerns about the safety at camp following a growing number of accidents, and we fear that he may have been abandoned, or that he may have abandoned his mission in protest. Disconcerting. Oh boy. All right, well, that's annoying. Let's have Fernando come in and finish. I need a highly skilled scientist to work on that. That's a shame. And we can't really hire one that's a good scientist for an excavation ship right now. So just my best, youngest choice. All right, we can add another system to our territory. Let's see. Pollux. One of the huge benefits that we've gained from taking all of these systems and building a new sector out in this direction is our core income is in really good shape. Energy-wise, mineral-wise, food-wise, and as
completed.
there are additional, like right now, as there are additional building opportunities on my outlying worlds, let's see, I think, yeah, gene clinics are probably a good idea here. This is going to take some of my consumer goods away, but again, gene clinics are good to have as an early building on most planets so that you have faster production. Let's do a little bit more energy production on Terra Nova. As soon as I'm within one
Construction completed.
pop of a building slot, I'm going to move that pop off of Earth. It's unemployed. I mean, they could always hit 60 before that happens, but I doubt
completed.
that it won't happen on another planet first. Send you to Luam. Send you to Hizar. Okay, definitely build those research stations. That's going to be huge for our society research. 15 points from one system. It's great. It's phenomenal. New Jamestown sector is slowly growing. Colony ship has arrived at our new Gaia planet. Great news there. Okay, resolution has been passed. So remember, we voted in the positive on this. I didn't look at this in the last episode, but this has been passed. We voted and passed the resolution buzzword standardization, which means that the diplomatic weight from the economy has been improved by 20%, and the trade value has also been improved by 20%, but bureaucrats have a 5% greater upkeep. So now the Senate is in recess. It looks like the next... Yeah, we're definitely going to vote for this. Cooperative research channels. Research station output will improve. Diplomatic weight from tech will improve, and starbase upkeep will increase. But we are going to support that resolution. Lots of humans. And we have the money with which to buy them. So let's see where we can go ahead and push another world. Yeah, Terra Nova, I can get them to the point where they... Yeah, this is perfect. Watch this. Now we have a new building slot because we brought all those humans home. We're not even at a point... Hang on. See, because this is what I meant when I said we had a really good income situation. I always hit F3, then forget that slave market is on another tab. So you have to, when you're looking for the market by hitting different F keys, you have to remember to switch away from the slave market when you hit F3. Always do that. All right, so we're going to stay above 5,000 for the purpose of that influence. Not a huge boost, but it's there. And we absolutely are going to bring in some more alloys now. Part of me does want to do more civilian industries, but again, I've been falling behind
Colony
on
establishment has begun.
alloy production in general, so you'll be surprised how often that pops up, by the way, with human slaves popping up on the market. We're going to have to keep a close eye on it, but if you have the energy to buy them back, it's a great way to grow your colony. Any colony you want, really, because you can put them You can settle them wherever you like.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
Okay, destroyer build speed has been improved. Civilian fabricators. This is perfect. So now we can start upgrading our buildings. The only thing is that we don't yet have the ability to build. We can also research cruisers or star fortresses. Lots of good options here. We don't yet have rare crystal income, so we're not going to be able to upgrade these just yet because we can't support them. Same with mega forgers, or mega forges, if you want to call them that. It's an old channel joke. So we have access to alloy and mega forgers and civilian fabricators. Crystal mines on planets that have crystals, which we don't have that many. We don't have any that I know of, actually. This would allow us to exploit that resource. But I don't know. I guess this would also allow us to get crystals from out in space, right? So that's one thing that would be necessary for both of these. I also really want... I think cruisers are probably going to be a good idea. So let me go ahead and select that first and foremost, because again, we need to start flexing our muscles a little bit.
A new world of opportunities awaits.
Speaking of that, I'm going to finally give the order to get started on this fleet. Alloy production is going to start increasing. We can also, honestly, we can buy additional alloys to some extent. You don't want to go too crazy with this. Because it messes with the market. There we go. All right, so now those ships, look at all those shipyards spring into life. Those ships are going to train a lot faster. And all of these, by the way, have a fleet academy, which is good news. So the NASA Authority has declared Lock and Mechanist their rival. So what I'm hoping is that once we have these ships built, maybe even in just a few moments, our strength as an empire will change. And as a result, we'll be able to rival the Xeran concern and then bring back our envoy that's currently harming relations with them. Because right now their fleet power is overwhelming compared to us. We've got to change that. Okay, archaeological site event pending. The disturbances caused by the orbiting science ship sensors are nothing compared to the complications being encountered down on the surface of Seozuno 1A. Extreme magnetic fluctuations from some unknown source are making equipment go haywire. It will be quite an ordeal to research this electromagnetic bedlam, but given enough time, answers will emerge. Keep digging. Find out what's going on. I need to know. Okay, Atlantis is a bureaucratic center, and we are woefully short on amenities. So it looks like a city district is in order there. Might not solve all of that planet's problems immediately, but that'll help with amenities. Governing ethics shift in Tumbledore Free Traders, so they've become more xenophilic, interestingly enough. Which puts them more in line with us. We may actually completely match them once we have converted to militarism. Federation politics will be interesting. All right, Avalon also needs some love. I'm going to need to do some luxury residences here once we hit 50 pops. I think I'm going to go ahead and give the order to encourage planetary growth there. Oh, need to do it again on Earth too, which means I also need to do it on Atlantis. Yeah, you're starting to see lots of colonies pop up at once, which is always fun. All right, so now that we've built a few more destroyers, are you still overwhelming? Still overwhelming. Still building ships, though. We haven't even fully built that new fleet. Let's see where it is. Second fleet is currently in Seoul. Let's assign you to... Might be a good idea to assign them to Inagor, honestly. That's really far away, though. So maybe to Izar. Let's assign them to Izar. That's kind of a midway point. I will give the order to reinforce the fleet. We will also recruit another general. Yeah, I like Anushri Sharma. She's a little bit older, but she has higher sensor range, higher ship hyperlane detection range, and the ships are generally faster. Better sublight speed. So we're going to set Izar and then give them the order to return, which means they'll go there. We don't have anything in place here that will allow us to reduce the penalty the way that we do at Earth. As a reminder of this, when you look at the Sol station, we We have crew quarters here. So when the first fleet is docked, maintenance is reduced by 25%. Upkeep is reduced by 25%. Good news here, though. We're about to finish diplomacy as a tradition tree. So we will contribute more towards the Federation naval capacity when we are in a Federation. Not there quite yet. And by finishing that, we gain an additional boost to our trust cap, and trust growth improves by 33%. I thought we'd get another envoy there, but we didn't. However, we now have access to... Oh yes, I also have Mastery of Nature. I need to make sure I'm using that. We're not quite at planetary maximum yet, so I don't need to, but that's really handy for once my planets reach maximum. I had completely forgotten about that, because I don't typically pick it. We'll go back and look at that in a moment. Let's see. So Earth can definitely do this. It's just, yeah, it costs influence. That's the other thing. That's why I wasn't actively thinking about it enthusiastically when I first got it, because I knew that that was going to eat up influence. But again, that's one of the many things that we can do once we've finished locking down territory. Speaking of which, we've got some more systems to lock down. Don't have the alloys right now, but we will in a second. Perfect. Okay. So with the Mastery of Nature, we can work on that once we have more influence. But back to our current choice with regard to Ascension perks. Enigmatic Engineering improves sensor range and ship hyperlane detection range, but it also makes our technology impossible to reverse engineer. Galactic Force Projection would improve our naval capacity and fleet command limit immediately, just allowing us to have more ships sooner. Interstellar Dominion would reduce starbase influence cost and claim influence cost. So this would actually enable us to finish expanding faster. I really like that idea, but we're almost done expanding, so it's like, do we need that at this point, you know? Grasp the Void gives us more starbases. I like that idea. One Vision, monthly unity, plus 10%, pop amenities usage, minus 10%. Governing ethics attraction would improve by 50%. This is going to be really handy to have once we switch to militarism. I might not go for that right now, but then again, I might. Let's see. Imperial Prerogative improves administrative capacity. Executive Vigor improves edict duration. Transcendent Learning is leader level cap plus 2 and leader experience gain. And Shared Destiny is when we have subjects, and we don't have any subjects right now. I think I will go for One Vision. Let's do it. Yeah, Avalon needs some love, but I think I will go ahead and move these two unemployed pops. Oh yeah, that's right. I can't resettle. Really? Is it because of my policies? I think it is. Resettlement is prohibited. Free pops cannot be forcibly resettled between planets. Forgot about that. I've been playing on Empires where that's
Construction completed.
not an issue. All right. The Xeran concern has declared us a rival. That is good news. We've built up enough ships. We can declare them a rival too, which means a couple of things. First of all, we're going to go back to improving relations with the Xeran concern, or with the Rock High Kingdom. And that may, once our relationship improves, bring us really close. The Yeon Star regime has invited us into a non-aggression pact. Where's the Yeon Star regime? Over here? Their Federation builders. Oh, they're pacifists. There is a pacifist empire in the galaxy. Just one more. And yeah, let's form a non-aggression pact with them. Sure. It's going to cost us a little bit of influence, but it's fine. I'll take it. Thought I already agreed to that, but okay. Fleet command limit plus 20. Did I just agree to 2 deals? I feel like I just agreed to 2 deals. I'm not sure why I clicked that button twice. I thought I was clicking the agree button for the Yeon Star concern, and then I saw the agree button again. I was like, wait, I'll have to go back and watch that. Gradual adaptation to the realities of deep space combat allows us to effectively coordinate larger maneuvers. All right, so fleet command limit has been improved by another 20. Commerce megaplexes, planetary capital hall judgment, regenerative hull tissue. Yeah, all of these things. It may be time to go for colonial centralization. We can really benefit from having this on Earth. I'm going to go for it. And with that, since we've just formed that non-aggression pact, we are moving back. Let's see how the Rock are doing. Let's let this month go by because I feel like our relations might improve a little bit with them. And if we can at least see if that makes a difference towards the founding of the Federation.
A new world has been colonized.
No, not quite, because we're still in the green. But we are seeing more and more colonies become available. Let's see. Alaska has room for a new district. So let's take care of a few things here before I wrap up. Housing-wise, we're fine. Food-wise, we're fine. Let's get an energy district going. Yeah, mastery of nature would be a good decision here. And we will be doing that eventually, but right now we can't. So we can't resettle any pops, sadly. I can give the order for the second fleet. Nope, can't afford to reinforce right now, but we'll be building more before long.
Is the key to the
One more
universe.
research project. Good. Physics research is now a little bit faster. We can upgrade survey speed, which I'd rather upgrade colony development speed, but fusion reactor. This is what I want right now for all of my ships. We're going to select that, and on that note, I will stop this episode here, and the next one we are going to continue plowing forward, taking just, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 more systems. If we can get something like some additional things to give us some influence boosts, maybe my prediction beginning of the last episode about it taking just another couple of episodes was a little bit optimistic. I was really hoping for some anomalies that would give big influence choices. Sometimes you can say yes or no to certain things and it gives you just 100 or 150, sometimes 200 influence. Just, I don't know if any give 200, but the point is that you get large amounts of influence, which helps you expand rapidly. But we're almost there. And then we can pivot and start expanding our territory internally in a way. Start expanding our colonies, working more towards using influence in other ways, like the decision of mastery of nature, which we've been sitting on for a few episodes now. Much to do. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. New episodes are coming out every day at 4 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.